Good evening, everyone. Happy full moon. Happy Lunar Samhain. Hi, Roxanne. I'm so glad you're here, my dear. And of the others that are watching, you do have to be a subscriber to the channel in order to join the chat, but you only have to have been a subscriber for 1 minute. So subscribe, wait 1 minute, and you'll be able to engage in the chat. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. I am looking out my window here where the leaves are all down in the woods for this is the earliest this has happened in many years. And the good part of that is I can see the moon again. So there she is, like right there. She's shining right down on us. So I welcome you on this really intense night, really intense. It's funny because it may just be my crone hood, but I don't feel, wait a minute, I want to turn this down a little bit. There we go. Hi, Beck. Welcome, sweetie. But I've been wondering why I don't feel the intensity as much as I used to with these, fixed full moons. And I think it is that I do. It's just that I'm so intense, it doesn't really, like last night, slept like a baby. Couldn't believe it, but I did. So we'll see what happens tonight. But she is bright and beautiful, and I'm so glad I can see her now, because by the time we can actually see the totality of the eclipse where I am, it's going to be cloudy, because that's what happens in Northeast Ohio. So wait, I'm still fixing my hair. Sorry. I had to get it up out of my way. And I need to ground because I've been racing around like mad getting dinner ready and stuff. Lisa, hello, darling. I haven't seen you in forever. Welcome. I am so glad you're here. So glad you're here. So yes, very intense night. This pull of the emotional and the physical. This is a feminine polarity. The earth and water signs are feminine. Scorpio's water, Taurus is earth. This is all about the transformative power of the feminine tonight. And here you are, oh, you who vibe with the feminine, coming here to help give things a push, huh? Hi, Sherry. Welcome, sweetie. I'm so glad to see you. How is everybody doing? You doing okay? I ask for continued prayers for family members who are having more health challenges. So not naming names, but just asking thank you, please and thank you. And the work that we do tonight is centered in each one of us, and it moves out from us in ripples. So all of your family, all of the people around you that need this kind of support will receive it. I mean, you can direct it there. I usually just push it all out and say, whoever can resonate to this vibration, you have free access to it. If you can't, let it go on by. So, Mr. Rogers, hello from Indianapolis. Yay, happy birthday tomorrow. Beck, that's okay, honey. It's okay. It's still, here's the thing, when you're a practiced witch, your body knows, your subconscious mind knows how to do the thing. In the beginning, when we are learning ritual, it is so important to do steps, to go by the steps. Here's the steps. You do a smoke cleanse, and you do a water and salt blessing, and then you cast the circle, and then you call in the quarters, and then you do, and you do these steps. And you can do them strictly in the beginning until you have that process internalized. The whole point of doing these things by the book repetitively is so that we internalize the process. And when you have that process internalized, no matter what you're doing, if you just kind of tune in and go, magic, do your will. What was his name in Last Unicorn? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, it gets easier. So it's okay if you're doing something else, and Beck, you will just be having lots and lots of energy flowing into your dinner. So enjoy. Tavia, hi, I'm glad you're here. I hope we get the regulars. I'm kind of liking the Monday thing. Kind of liking it. I'm thinking I'm liking Mondays for like ritual stuff more than reading stuff, though I do, you know me. I have some decks here with me, and we will see where they come in. I'm not sure where they'll come in, but we'll see. Okay, let me think. Any more preliminaries? Oh, let's just talk about the elephant in the room, the election in the U.S. tomorrow. I've seen a lot of my friends on Facebook already freaking out about, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I got to keep busy because, you know, something about watching the election returns. I don't know how I'm going to get through it and everything. And my answer to that is don't watch. It's not going to be settled tomorrow. It's not going to be a done deal. Them have already started filing lawsuits in order to have votes thrown out. There's going to be frivolous lawsuits flying thick and fast. And of course, you know, the only thing they will file suits over are the elections that they lose. There's never fraud in the ones they win. So don't set yourself up for frustration by this building up this head of expectation and then it's not, you know, just please don't do that to yourself. So that's one of the things we're going to do tonight is ground this energy and then channel it in and focus it to a place where it can do the most good. And, you know, at the very surface, this gives us something to do to get our minds off of things. It gives us that feeling of empowerment. And on the deep levels, it fucking works. Okay? All right. Me too, Tavia. You know what that means? There's nothing to worry about. Tavia says she feels oddly calm about the election, and so do I. So do I. I've just been kind of, you know, I get haired off at the ads that we have to watch on YouTube, but yeah, it's just like I don't have that feeling in my chest that I had in 2020. So we shall see. Hello, Samantha, dear. Hello. We are 10 now. If you're new here, please hit subscribe so you can jump in the chat and let us meet you and feel your vibration, and you can be part of the gang. So that would be a wonderful thing. I didn't ask for a sound check, but since I don't have anybody saying, we can't hear you, or the drums are too loud, I assume it's okay, right? Good. Okay. Oh, my. All right, let's start with a smoke cleanse. All right, let's see. Where do I want to put? I think I'll put me in the middle tonight. Let's start with our smoke cleanse. Oh, I know one thing I have to do here. Oh, hey, there we go. And no, I can't do that there. I'll do it here. Right. Okay. I had to put my drumming on repeat. Okay, so everybody settle in. Here we go. I've been thinking about this all day, but not in very great depth. Just in, you know, like to touch on these things. So we're freewheeling tonight. And I trust. If you have sage, cedar, juniper, any cleansing herb, feel free to cleanse your space with air and fire. And by air and fire, may you be purified and charged. And with this ocean water, we bring the energy of water and earth in. By water and earth, may you be blessed and made whole. We're using a high vibration bell tonight to clear the space that we are in, cleanse it of any negativity. This is the clearing bell. And this is the bell to clear the mind and bring focus very sharp. And this third bell is to purify our intent, to keep it clear, clean, focused, high vibration. Purify our intent. And additionally, I would like to welcome allies and ancestors, guides and guardians here. I offer you fresh water and the fire of Azrael. And additionally, starting in the north, south if you're in the southern hemisphere, we invoke the spirit of earth into this place. And as we do, we feel our awareness sinking down into the body, becoming aware of every inch of your skin, feeling the sensations, feeling yourself centered right at the dantian, right in the center of the belly. Coming down out of the head, feeling your awareness spread throughout your entire body. And in this way, we ask the guardians of Earth to come and be present with us, to support us physically. We pray to you that all may be housed and fed and clothed and healed by our good intentions and the energy we raise here tonight. We ask that you protect us from all harmful excess and deficiency in the realm of Earth. And we welcome you here. So mote it be. Then turning to the east, we invoke the spirit of air to be here. The spirit of the mind and communication, the mind which now is residing in our entire body, all the way down to the bottoms of our feet. The mind, this stunning computer that each of us carries and possesses and uses to connect with the greater. The prayer we ask of you this night is that all may be heard, that everyone's needs may be heard, that their thoughts and feelings may be heard and received and understood, that every vote be counted, every vote be counted. In our mundane election, as well as in how we choose to carry ourselves through the world and the words that we speak. We ask you to be here to make words flow easily tonight, and to protect us from any harmful excess or deficiency in the realm of air. We welcome you here, so mote it be. And to the south, we invoke the spirit of fire. We feel the passion rise from the pit of the belly all the way up and all the way down, spreading warmth, spreading light throughout your body and your mind. We ask that each be empowered, that each person on this earth knows that they carry the spark of empowerment within them, and they have the choice to use it for good. And here is where we set our intention to raise the vibration, to add some high vibe magic to this planet, and to help shine a guiding light on the best timeline moving forward. We ask you to shine light on our path, and we ask you to protect us from any harmful excess or deficiency in the realm of fire. So mote it be. And in the west, the realm of water, we invoke you. As we feel our emotions flowing, as we feel the connection to each other, even as we sit in different physical spaces, feel the connection to all of those who are present here at this time, and whoever's watching this in the future. You are here now. As in the circle, there is no time and no space. We are connected. We feel what flows between us, our commonality as human beings. May we see that commonality. May healing flow between us. May all be allowed to grieve and to be in joy and to love. We ask that the waters be in balance, and we ask you to protect us from any harmful excess or deficiency in the realm of water. So mote it be. And now to the goddess Diana, Luna, Selene, Hecate, Sekhmet, Bastet, the Morrigan. We ask you to be here this night. This is the night when the shadow of the earth falls across your face. When we are in line with our emotions and our will, and we see how sometimes the physical can get in the way of that light being transmitted. We are here to raise the vibration, to feel the light shining inside, even when you are eclipsed to our physical eyes. We feel you shining down. We ask that we be worthy vessels to receive this light as it pours down into us and begins to fill up. Pearl white light pouring down. And now we reach down from the root into the earth, and we honor you, Gaia Mother. The clothing we wear on this earth journey, the substance that feeds us and sustains us and carries us, the gravity that holds us. We come here in great reverence to ask your support and to offer our prayers and our healing and our support. Feel your root go down into the earth, anchoring. If you feel particularly ungrounded, you can send runners out to the four directions, tapping into those elements. And then we feel earth energy rising up to blend with the moon energy and the solar energy and the star energy. Feel it swirling through your body, bringing you into balance. Feel yourself expanding from the inside, feeling the vast space inside of you. Releasing your breath and breathing up earth energy into the body. Feel it filling you up and charging you, every cell waking up. Release your breath. Next breath, pull up more earth energy. Release the breath. And one more. Filling up and releasing it out the crown. Feel a beam reaching up to connect with the moon even more strongly, and feel the rest arc down around you, creating an egg, a sphere that surrounds you, touching the earth, sinking in, closing around the root. Feel the protection in this physical space. Nothing enters in here which we do not specifically invite. Anything that does enter in here must be for our highest good. And now take a deep breath and push a layer out with the exhale. Let it travel out on all sides until it connects with a sphere of another woman in this circle, another human in this circle. And feel it when they connect. Feel these intersecting spheres. And you feel your energy immediately supported and multiplied. Keep it flowing, keep it flowing. And balanced between earth and sky, we offer our love and our blessings to the moon, to the earth, to the sun, and to each other, as we declare this circle open in the realms above, the realms between, and the realms below. So mote it be. Let me catch up. Laura, welcome, sweetheart. Yes, I am so glad to be here too. All right, I need a sip. Thank you for the likes. I do ask that you hit the like button because it does help the channel. It helps those that are looking for us to find us. Okay. So, let me think here. Let me settle. I know what I need. I need a frankincense. I need a little Frankie. I don't have any myrrh. Just a little one. I'm not setting off the smoke alarm again. I have not dared to go back and look at that video to see how frickin' awkward that was. All right. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Marcy. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right. I'm going to do, well, I don't know. Now I'm overthinking. All right. Let's do a little bit of reading to start us. I'm going to start with Megan Watterson's Divine Feminine Oracle. Yes, it is a very nice feeling. I feel it too. And, you know, we were made for nights like this. Witches were made for these times. Because instead of freaking out, we get busy. Stephanie, welcome, darling. Yay. Warm and high. Yep. Me too. I know. Yeah, well, you guys see me whenever things are, you know, those of you who know me in person, anytime, I can't stand still. Partly ADHD, partly autism, 100% witch. Okay, so I'm going to ask a little more Azrael in there. Offer blessings to this deck. And I just would like to ask for a message, please, for a goddess, or, this deck is all about empowered women, goddesses, fictional and real. Oh, somebody flipped, but then they went back in. All right. Just a message to start us before we do our visualization, please. I'm going to do them this way. All right. Thank you. Thank you, my love. We call, she answers. Queen of the wilderness, the language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. So she is our goddess tonight. Okay. 12 of us here. We invoked Diana. Hers was the first name out of my mouth, and here she is. So let's, I don't want her leaning up against the hot thing. We're going to put her there so you can see her. Is there any doubt? I mean, come on. Is there any doubt? So I think we should just do our visualization now that we're buzzing. And then, then we can really go free form. So I invite you to get very comfortable. Get yourself situated so that your spine is straight. And if you are sitting, that your feet can be flat on the floor. If you're lying down, please uncross your ankles and keep your hands so they're not crossed. We want to keep energy flowing. And she is so bright right now. She just cleared the branches. She's right there. There she is. All right, so get comfortable. You're good and grounded and settled into your body now, so I ask that you just relax. Relax and settle in. Pulling the microphone close so I can be soft. Close your eyes and just feel as if all of your muscles are sighing out. In fact, you can take in a nice deep breath and sigh it out. And another one. Let it go with a sound. Deep in the belly. And one more. Continue to breathe normally. Let your body breathe at its own pace. And just feel as if there's a wave of relaxation that comes washing over you from the head, top of your head, and you just feel a wave. Soft, comfortable, warm, flowing down your body, and every place it touches just relaxes. Feel it flow down into your shoulders, down your arms, down into your chest, down into your belly, down into your hips and thighs and knees, all the way down to your toes. And just as you get to the bottoms of your feet, another wave starts from the top, following the first one, bringing relaxation. And before this one even gets to your feet, another wave starts, and they just begin to easily come one following another. Bringing wave after wave of relaxation, of warmth to just the right degree. Feel this wave moving inside of you as well, and everything it touches is cleansed, aligned, and healed. Energized, awakened. In this way, you feel every particle of your physical being connected in unity, and you feel your emotional body connected to your physical, your mental body connected, your consciousness connected. Releasing your breath all the way, take another breath in, and as you do, you see your chakras start to light up, starting with the root, lighting up and flashing out red. And you feel light traveling up your nervous center, and it hits your sacral chakra and flashes out orange. Clear and bright, and rising up to the solar plexus and flashing out yellow. And rising up to the heart center and flashing out green, front and back. Rising to the throat, flashing out sky blue. To the third eye, flashing out indigo. Deep cobalt blue, and rising to the crown and flashing out purple. See this whole system alive, shining and pulsing, gently pulsing with energy and light and life. And now bring your focus to the heart center and the green light there. Imagine that you can look deeply into that center, into that light, and see this living green light and the frequency of it. Hear the sound of that green, high frequency. Hear that sound rippling out from you. See the green light shining out front and back. This is the light of compassion and connection, the light of love and feeling and healing. Feel the frequency clarify. Hear the tone, the frequency of this beautiful green. And now make it even stronger, shining out. And now imagine in front of you, you see this fan of an uncountable number of lines stretching out as far as you can see and beyond. And you notice also that there's the same fan of lines traveling out behind you. as far as you can see and far beyond. These are all of the possible timelines of cause and effect, stretching from our past, from our millions of ancestors that feed directly into our bloodline, and stretching into the future. This massive fan of all potential, so many paths, so many outcomes, so many ways to choose and to go, all of them equally possible, but not all equally beneficial. There are timelines stretching forward that would feel catastrophic to us. There are other options that are the perfection of goodness and connection and community. Centering back at the heart and watching this green light beam out and the high frequency of sound that it carries, you notice that it sweeps back and forth and begins to focus. And to focus this light, we call into mind those things that we all need and desire as human beings sharing this planet. Imagine the wonderful good of having a home to live in, having shelter around you, the comfort of things that you feel belong to you, things that you enjoy and love, beautiful colors, soft beds, safe neighborhoods. And in this home is wonderful food in abundance. Food that brings nourishment and nurturing and health, good energy to work and create with, good energy to play with, to love with. And in this home there is also an abundance of love. Love for your own being, love for your own experience as a human on this planet, in this time and place. Love for those in your family, those with whom you share blood ties. Love for your chosen family, friends in whose eyes you've seen yourself most clearly reflected, who reflect your loving back to you. Love in abundance, and so with the green you feel a rose pink light begin to swirl around you, to fill up your sphere or your egg all around your body. Feel surrounded in this wonderful healing pink light. And we also want to call to mind our intellectual pursuits, all the things that we're curious about, the things that make us want to explore and learn and grow and understand, the realizations that we have, that we want to communicate with each other, the poetic words that we put together to convey things that can't be expressed in words. The ideas that spring into our minds that make us want to create beautiful things just for the fun of it. And the fire that inspires and motivates us to bring them to fruition. And in this we bring protection, validation, equal regard, equity, that all may be treated fairly and with equity, that all may receive the support they need in order to function and have the same impact. as everyone else. May we all feel our worth and our value. A society that regards each human as equally valid and regards each human as having dominion over their own body and what they choose to do with that body, how they choose to present, whom they choose to love with that body. Feel all of these benefits filling up the space around you. Feel light coming from this image of life fulfilled, life fully lived in freedom, in joy, in love, the ability to bring benefit, the ability to bring one's gifts, the ability to receive the gifts of others, the ability to delight in the senses, the grand, sacred, sensual experience that is this life. Feel yourself bathed in that joy. We add to this all the things like access to education, access to healers, access to everything we need, access to protection, the right to be safe in our own homes, in our schools, a society that helps everyone, a society and a planet that knows there is plenty for every being on this planet and then some. Feel the resources of this planet spreading equally around the planet. Create a vision of what that would be like. That reality, because that timeline exists. And now take that vision. Feel the moonlight pouring down through the crown into this vision, enlivening it. Feel earth energy pouring up into this vision, bringing it grounded into reality, making it manifest. And feel these two lights coming together at the heart as the green light becomes even brighter and more condensed until it is like a laser. And you see it sweep over the potential timelines until it stops at one. And you see that line light up and begin to vibrate and pulse at the same frequency as this vision. This is our way forward. This is possible and real. This is available to us. This is within our power. Take a deep breath. Shine that heart light out onto the path and see the path becoming clearer and wider. Feel the heart light from all others that are joining in this, joining with your light, and watch that path grow and widen. See the other paths around it becoming very dim and dissolving away. This green light shows the way. This green light says, go. Here is the way. Here is the way forward. Goddess, guide us. Ancestors, guide us. Inner wisdom, guide us. Diana, guide us. Let your light shine on this path. When we open ourselves to your will, when we become vessels of your light, our steps choose themselves. We need only open to your light and hold our vision, and our feet, our footsteps find the path without fail. The path to equity, justice, freedom, healing, joy, love, abundance, sharing, learning, expanding, exploring, lifting it up. So now, exhale all the way. Take a deep breath. Feel the vibration rising, rising, rising. The green light gets brighter and brighter as you exhale. See it shoot down the path. And know that this path has been energized. This path has been claimed. This is the path to our bright future. This is the path to the highest vibration, the highest and holiest potential and purpose of the human beings on this planet at this time. May all hear it as a bell ringing, as a clarion call, as a light shining, showing them the way. Let your vision pour out of you onto this path. Let it follow the light. Another deep breath as you exhale. Release, release, release that energy onto the path. You are now connected to this path. You can trust your steps to carry you in that direction. You can trust that the light of love, compassion, pure consciousness, lifted to its highest level, will continue to shine on this path. May it shine as a beacon to all those who are searching. May it shine as a beacon to all those who despair, to all those who feel at a loss, to all those who feel alone. May they feel this. May they see this path. May they feel us and our support. And Diana, great goddess of the moon, shining your beaming face on us tonight. As you move into the shadow, we know that your light moves into the womb to concentrate, to clear out what needs enlightened on the inside, to bring the light to the darkest shadows. As your face is covered and your light is dimmed, we feel it shining out inside, searching out the shadows, searching out the dark places. And as the shadow clears your face, we remerge again in your light, clear, clean, holy. And to complete this to you 3 times, Diana, we pray. Hail, Mother, full of grace, the power is within. Blessed are you, Queen of the universe, and blessed is all of creation. Holy Mother, Maker of all things, you are with us now and always. Blessed be. Hail, Mother, full of grace, the power is within. Blessed are you, Queen of the universe, and blessed is all of creation. Holy Mother, Maker of all things, you are with us now and always. Blessed be. Hail, Mother, full of grace, the power is within. Blessed are you, Queen of the universe, and blessed is all of creation. Holy Mother, Maker of all things, you are with us now and always. Blessed be. And now, all of the light, the energy, the frequencies that you've generated, feel it absorbing back into your body, taking in everything that you need. And just rest in it for a few moments. And now slowly begin to allow your consciousness to come back to where we are, to this time that is no time and place that is no place, to this holy place where we will continue our work and our play. Wiggle your toes, twirl your feet around, twirl your wrists around, stretch your fingers, move your head, roll your shoulders back. Come back into presence and awareness. Come on back into the room. And welcome back. I'll give you a minute or two. Push my microphone away a bit. Cheers, have a drink. I'll be right back. Are you back? Okay, good. I was going to say, did I lose you? And then I remember that there's a buffer time. I had to go get some brandy. Because I forgot it. A Rice Krispie moment. Well, I'm happy for you, Samantha. Those are wonderful times. And oh, the moon, she shines. She has a haze. It's kind of hazy tonight, so there's this beautiful glow around her. And for Samhain as well, let's I'm letting all of that vibe flow into this apple and charge it, bless it and charge it with the energies that we've raised here and the blessings we've created, the magic that we've made. And I ask that the mystery be revealed to us. And there it is. Our holy symbol is there in the middle of the fruit of the death woman, the apple woman, the crone that presides over the last fruits of the year. And so I also offer this to, I'll leave that one outside. I will offer these outside along with half of that brandy. Oh, crystal clear. Oh, I'm so glad you can see her. I hope everybody has a view of her tonight at some point or another. But I offer this to you. I offer this to you. May all who hunger be fed. May you never hunger. These are from an orchard that's right in SJW's backyard, Samantha's backyard. They are Melrose apples, and it is the state apple of Ohio. So, so good. And I offer a libation to you. Okay, living dangerously. Here we go. There will be more of a libation, but I needed to offer it before I could have any. Never thirst. All right. Let's move some things off to the side, but close enough. Do you like the moon back on the altar there? All right. Let's Okay, Samantha, here are some of the cards I drew earlier from the Gateway of Light. I just edged that deck in the last 2 nights. Temple of Truth, Merkaba Activation, Star Being Healing Codes. Okay, as I've been looking for patterns, beating patterns and things, I think I saw one that was actually like a Merkaba. I want to do that. It's basically a 3-dimensional yoni yantra, the Star of David. Upside down triangle, which is the feminine, and the upright triangle, which is the masculine, on top of each other in 3D is a Merkaba. Star Being Healing Codes. Yes. From the Starseed Oracle, forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had, we the Hathors, and loosen your grip. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. The Keepers of Light, Lord Ganesh. Awesome. Sanat Kumara and Isis Magic. How fantastic. Okay. Let's see the other decks that I brought. First of all, we have Ghosts and Spirits. So we had to have a Samhain deck because we're still in Samhain. This is the culmination. This is the culmination of Samhain energy. The polarity between the Scorpio, the Taurus, the emotional, the physical, that push-pull, and the union of these two in this full moon and this Samhain energy of death and rebirth. So the Ghosts and Spirits Oracle to talk to us on that level, and then I have the Voyager to talk to us about our path forward. Whoopsie. But you know, Samantha, those oracle decks, this is a good night for oracle decks and not interpretation, but this deck in particular I can read from the book because these are messages. Okay. White Eagle Ancestor Spirit. I mean, it's just, it's like, you know, the deck wasn't giving me a jumper, and they said stop and cut, and Diana arrived. So I can feel the connection, you know. All right, I would ask for 3 cards here, and I want, okay, that's 2. I would like to know, well, let's just see what they tell us. Forget what I want to know. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the 9 of Swords. Let's deal with those first, because what I was going to ask about with these cards is about the shadow that we're still dealing with, and the shadow that we will be dealing with, because remember, when you do workings, and if you're really bold, the boldest working you can do is just to ask for your heart's desire. Throw it open. Don't give it any parameters at all. Throw it open to the goddess and ask for your heart's desire. Right? It can't be other. It is you. It is you being fulfilled. So, you know, there's nothing bad that you will get from that. But the first thing that happens is everything that is keeping you from knowing that is within you already shows up. Here's what you got to deal with, right? So what we are dealing with as we move towards the perfection of this earth walk is the shadow stuff. So we have the 3 of Swords first. First thing we have to deal with is our own grief, our own trauma, right? The ways in which our hearts have been broken over and over and over and over again. And I want to call to your attention ways that perhaps you perpetuate the breaking of your heart by the expectations you carry. The expectations that might as well be called illusions, because when you're expecting something, it's not manifest yet. This is what I expect, you know. But if it's not something you are doing yourself, it's great to have expectations of yourself. But when you put out expectations to other people, expectation without negotiation, you set yourself up for getting your heart broken. So here is where I would love to see us relieved of the expectations, the things that we carry that continue to open us to heartbreak. You know, we're not looking for heartbreak, but we open ourselves to it by certain behaviors, and this is one of them. So dealing with the traumas that we've had. And look, we have 3 and 9. So we're talking here, I'm seeing personal and global. From the small to the large, we have to deal with our trauma. I harp on this so much, you guys, and I know you have to be sick of hearing it, but it is so vital to our living in fullness that we let our emotions flow, that we deal with our hurts and our traumas, and we deal with them by grieving them and letting them go. Letting them flow, not really letting them go, grieving them through, letting them flow. We got to go through it. It's a channel. You got to swim through it, okay? I'm going to read the tales that go with these two. The 3 is the Phantom Rickshaw, Mrs. Wessington's Ghost. And this is just a little aside because I see it in this book. When you get little white books with the deck and they have these staples and sometimes the paper is creased here and it starts to let go and you lose the pages. When you first get a deck, take pieces of tape and cover the staples and it'll never fall apart. And you can cover it from the outside, you know, the ones on the outside too. Anyway, sidetrack. Okay. Jack Pansy had a brief romance with a Mrs. Agnes Wessington, but as passions waned, he grew tired of her and fell in love with another. Despite the rejection, Mrs. Wessington continued to hound him until she died. Mrs. Wessington's ghost appeared to him from the seat of her rickshaw, still asserting that it was a hideous mistake. She was invisible to everyone but Jack, who had now fallen into fits of hysterics. His doctor was baffled, and his new love took flight due to Jack's perceived madness. He then lay on his deathbed, ravaged by loss and tortured by the thoughts of the ghost waiting for him. The image is drained of color, reflecting the moribund sentiments of the broken heart. The 3 swords are angled, suggesting tension and pain. The kerchief symbolizes broken promises. Look out for signs of trouble and prepare yourself for heartache and rejection. You may experience separation anxiety and a sense of isolation. So here are the things that we have to deal with. If you're feeling them in your life now, then if you get to work on healing it in your own life, those vibrations, since we're connected here, those vibrations go out and begin to heal us and heal, you know, the timeline we're on and connect us to that other timeline. Now, the 9 of Swords. Is La Llorona. In the weeping, I think that's how you pronounce it, Llorona, Llorona, La Llorona. In the Weeping Woman Mexican ghost tale, La Llorona was once a happy woman who had won the affections of a wealthy man and had a family with him. But when he abandoned her for another, she fell into a fit of madness and drowned her own children. I know this tale. There's a song. Having realized her terrible mistake, her inconsolable grief leads her to the riverbanks where she died. Her mournful spirit continues to cry for her lost children. Some fear that she's capable of drowning those who wander too close to the riverbanks. The swords surrounding La Llorona are symbols of lingering pain and grief. The frenetic designs of her drab dress symbolize the fragmented soul. Like the water-saturated garments, you feel weighed down by a heavy heart. You're absorbing the despair that is lingering in a stagnant pool of hopelessness. So here's what else we need to clear out of us. It is so very easy and so very understandable that we fall into despair. And you know, it goes in cycles. We have times where we feel hopeful, and then we have times where we're just crashing in despair. And when we have, you know, things hit critical mass, like, you know, the invasion of Ukraine, the coronavirus, when these things, you know, and we've taken one punch after another over the last, you know, let's go back to 2016, at least, at least. You know, that's a short cycle. There are big, long cycles too. So we have to clear out the grief, the despair, the trauma, and take on the responsibility of our own healing and our own well-being, whether that means seeking out counseling, whether that means seeing a doctor, whether that means journaling and ritualing and grieving with your loved ones. And then we have as the outcome the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, yes. And I want to remind you, think back when the pandemic hit. Think about March of 2020. Terrifying. And I remember when, it hit and they were talking about closing things down for a couple of weeks. For a couple of weeks. And then, oh my God, it just kept unfolding and unfolding and unfolding, and how horrendous things were. And then think, we're still here. We survived it. We're still here. We survived that big extremity of it. We're still dealing with it, but look where we are and where we've come from. Remind yourself that you've survived. Okay, Ten of Pentacles is animism, which is the belief that natural phenomena are infused with spirit, involves worshiping people, animals, objects, and the dead. Communication with the spirit may entail the help of a shaman, an amulet, or a representative object. The dream state is another way to enter the realm of spirits. The forest is teeming with life. All the elements merge together and exhibit the verdant wealth of their collective efforts. The stream is symbolic of an active unconscious, providing burgeoning ideas that float to the surface. The spirits in the rocks and trees absorb the energy around them, enabling them to thrive into conscious awareness. After a cycle of accomplishment, it's time to sit back and enjoy the rewards of your hard work and relish what is truly important. So where we are right now is in this time and place going, looky, I'm here. Look, body and soul together. I'm in a home. Look at the moon. She's still there. Okay, so let's reassure ourselves that we are still there, here and now, and so much possibility and potential is open to us. And you can use that kind of alternate timeline meditation to look at the timeline you're on, to look at the timeline stretching into your past, and to bring healing to it. You can do magic to really help facilitate your clearing process, your healing process. So you can go back on a particular storyline in your life and the way things were. Maybe it's something that you're regretting, or something you wish happened a different way. And you can go back to that. And at the moments of looking back, I recognize how shitty that was now, but at the time, well, now you can grieve it. Grieve it, cleanse it, heal it, and move forward. And at each one of those parts where you hit that little pocket of trauma, grieve it, cleanse it, heal it. And when you're doing the grieving and it's like, oh, this sucks, offer it up. Your tears that flow, those are salt water. You can bless things with it, including yourself. So we have to deal with past trauma, but Ten of Pentacles says we have the resources that we need, and that spirit flows in everything. Spirit resides everywhere all the time. And when you keep spirit inside you, energized and charged and at a high frequency, you can call forth that spirit in other things. It's like ringing those bells. Everything tuned to that starts to vibrate as well. Okay, let's see here. Well, yeah, so many people. Well, people have been abandoned. This society abandons people. It really likes businesses and money, but it abandons the hell out of people. So yes, if you're feeling, and grief, and really every trauma, if you look at it a certain way, is a form of abandonment of one kind or another. So you can think of that. But yes, good point, Samantha. And the thing is, if you've got something ongoing where you are in a state of maybe homelessness or something, and it's like, okay, yeah, grieve it. How do I grieve it when it's still happening? Well, if you can stay connected to the emotions around it in the present moment, then you can be there open and ready when opportunities may present themselves. Okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? Your first business is you, folks. Your first business is you. You cannot possibly bring good energy to the planet and add benefit and bring your gifts in full force if you're not taking care of you. If you're a hot mess, if you're a shadow of your former self because you're going by on fumes of no sleep and no joy, you can't possibly heal others from that empty well. So your first job is to take care of the body they gave you. It's your first responsibility. It's the only thing you can truly say that you own, and you don't even own it. You're just borrowing it. So let's move on. So good. And now we have the Voyager. Ooh, I might need to edge this deck too. I think it would look nice. I don't even remember if I can shovel this deck. Oh, I can. Thank you for letting me get away with that. Oh, great Voyager. Now, can we get away with this? Kinda. All right. Oops. Oh, hey ho. You're seeing this, right? Oh, and that one flipped itself upside down. Its inventor, Man of Crystals, came out upside down. Oh, I have a world of things to say about this. And then we have 3. So, awesome. So the Voyager is the Aquarian deck. It's all about the path forward, the new way. And look what we have, the inventor upside down. It's the Aquarian deck. The inventor comes up reversed. Why? Because we are suffering, not all of us, but the ones that tend to pull the strings, from a supreme lack of imagination. And it's a willful lack of imagination, because I don't want to imagine a new world. I know how I want it to be. I want it to serve me. I want to have all the money, So we are suffering from a terrible lack of imagination. And at the same time, we have such incredible innovations happening, but they're not really getting anywhere because so many are so invested in keeping things the way they are and the way they have been. Sorry, I keep eating. I can't help it. All right. And we have the Sage of Wands. Seer. And we have the Two of Cups. Equilibrium. And then we have the Sage of Crystals. Knower. So, what's the message here? This man, the Man of Crystals, the inventor, is upside down. The man that's like, it's all about me, man, me, man. And I am so ingrained in that mindset that I can't even imagine something other, something new, something better. So this lack of imagination, and look at the sages here. Part of me knows, and as you know too, that we need to be kind of done with old white men running things. But these are the sages. These aren't just the old calcified white men. These are the wisdom carriers. These are from indigenous cultures. These are from cultures that are still connected. These are from non-colonizers, colonizing cultures, Indigenous. This is where, if we could turn the world over to the indigenous cultures and their traditions and let them tell us how to do things, and the women we'd be in a hell of a lot better shape. So we have seer and knower. This is penetrating insight. And not just insight, but it's the ability to really see what's happening externally, how things have manifest and call them what they are, right? It's clarity of, okay, I see this injustice happening there. I see this corruption here. I see this thing that's working very well and going in the right direction, and we need more of that. I see. So it is awareness. And then we have knower. And this is the ability to look at Einstein here. And crystals. The crystalline energy is Aquarian. And being able to make connections, mental connections, communication connections, networks, electric networks, electronic networks, vibrational networks, crystalline networks, magical networks. So seeing is kind of the external, and knowing is what I'm doing with it inside. Okay, I'm seeing these things and I know what needs to be done. And in the middle here we have equilibrium between the seeing and the knowing. And the seer is also being able to penetrate and see inside of things, and to be able to see into the future as well, to project forward and say, here's where we can be. To turn this inventor right side up again. And, you know, like I said, this terrible lack of imagination, and a lack of drive to create something new. You know, we've gotten into this patriarchal way of tradition and lineage and being led into the club, and narrow roads, narrow institutions of only the few. You know, there can be only one, and you're either in or you're out. That this narrowness has got to go away. And sometimes, you know, what we know or what we think we know can get in the way of what we see, or can really influence what we think we see. It influences our interpretation of what we see, which is why you get these completely, totally opposite interpretations of the same event happening, you know? So we need to reach equilibrium in what we see and what we know. These things can work together, applying knowledge to a new vision and keeping things in. And this is the Two of Cups. So we've got wands, crystals, and cups in the middle here, bringing in just meeting in the middle, meeting emotionally, you know, joining with a partnership, an emotional partnership, a partnership of caring. You know, equilibrium comes when everyone knows that when I'm having a dip, I'll be taken care of. And when I'm, you know, on top of things, I can care for others. I'm asking for, got depression. Okay, I'm looking for a major. Okay. We have Four of Cups on the bottom, which is anger. Samantha, there you go. And we have the Woman of Crystals, which is guardian. So here's another one of the crystals, man, woman, and sage. Guardian is the women are the guardians of the well-being, you know, the well-being of the people. Okay, I'm going to go until I get until I get a major, and what I got was the Lovers, which is the perfect thing to go along with the Two of Cups there. So the Lovers says that we have to start with generating self-love. Period, end of sentence. Start with generating self-love, and as you love yourself and you begin to have compassion for yourself and begin not to say shitty things to yourself when you make a simple mistake, not calling yourself names, you fucking idiot, You know, no, stop abusing yourself verbally. Stop emotionally abusing yourself by grinding over old things and kind of like relishing in that, you know, but not being willing to go far enough to like grieve it and get past it. Let yourself forgive yourself. So self-forgiveness too, self-love, self-forgiveness, because when we can start there and do it for ourselves, the person to whom we are worse than anybody else on the entire planet, then we can extend it to others as well. Work on those things both at the same time, but do not forget which one is most important, because there's one that you can never get away from. So, cheers. Yes, that, and you know, oppression here is saying that, you know, this is one of the things that keeps us ensnared and entangled, is this power trip of the inventor being turned on his head. And you know, these systems of control have squashed the inventor out. They don't want people to be creative. You're not supposed to think your own thoughts. You're not supposed to think freely. That's a threat to the system of oppression. So we have to see, we have to say what we know, we've got to find our own equilibrium and guard it, and we have to learn how to be loving to ourselves sincerely and truly in everything we do, in every interaction we have with ourselves, and extend that same love to others. And if you think you don't need love, think about talking to somebody, like some stranger, the way you talk to yourself when you make a mistake. Would you get punched? So, kindness on this path forward. Okay, let's see here. The power of healing visuals. Yes, the vision. Absolutely, the vision. So, well, my friends, gosh, that's an hour and a half. That's surprising to me. But if you're staying up to look at the eclipse, I don't know if anybody's in a place where you're really going to be able to see it. We're on the edge, you know, we're like in the second thing over from totality, so we can see the totality, but not until it really is total. We don't get to see the approach of that. But if you are at a place where you can watch, I always find lunar eclipses just so incredible, because I'm sitting there, you know, it's like I want to make shadow puppets on the moon, because that's us. That shadow is us, you know. And how this earth and this, you know, our physical concerns and our materialistic ways obscures the light of that moon. And you can watch and call her back, spend time in that darkness. You know, that beautiful light of the night's been taken away. And think about, you know, what people used to do that didn't know one was coming. They knew. Our ancestors were not stupid. They lived it. You know, when you're living and this is the only light you see at night, you get pretty familiar with what goes on up there. But think about how they would sit and spend that time to pray to bring that light back, the inner light, to you know, generate the inner light and that deep wisdom and that psychic ability. Moon in Taurus is so stable, so very stable, and it's an amazing time to just delight in wonderful things to eat, wonderful physical things. Total over DC. Well, so we can take a moment to send particular, and you carry this connection, you carry this energy. Take the time and send it to your candidates. See blue wave. That was another thing we could have visualized, but you can do that. Visualize the blue wave. So see a map of the US and imagine, starting from Washington, like imagine the light coming back in the moon, and from that moon comes this blue wave across the country. Across the country. And like Tavia said, I feel very calm about it too. And it's also because I'm just not setting myself up to, what's going to happen in this one? It's going to be what it is. There's not another damn thing I can do about it right now except vote tomorrow. I did not vote early. I'm going tomorrow. So I am going to do this on the full moon. So it's potent. And if you are voting tomorrow on the full moon, recall this visualization. As you make each mark, feel that energy traveling down. Lightning strikes. Lightning strikes. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Again, I ask for if anybody has any extra energy to send to family members. They could use it. I'm sending this healing energy their way. I offer you this amazing apple, and I offer you a mouthful of incredible, juicy, delicious fruit of some kind. Just deliciousness to delight your senses. I wish that for you tonight. Blessed Samhain to all of you. And I will see you next time. I am not going to promise a live on Wednesday because who knows? But I won't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning this Wednesday, so it may happen. We shall see. All right. I love you guys so very much. Notice I do not monetize my videos because I hate that. I just want you to have my content. But there are ways to support the channel down below, and I appreciate everyone that does that. One immediate way is clicking that like button. I see 12 likes. Thank you so much. If you haven't clicked that button, please do. It really does help me. Leave comments on things. That helps me too. I'm running out of decks, but I'll keep things going in one way or another. All right, you guys. Again, blessings to you. And oh, wait. Gather your energy back into your body here, and I offer thanks to all of the elementals that joined us here and gave us their protection tonight. In the realm of water, thank you for your presence here. We bid you stay if you will, go if you must. Hail and farewell. To the element of fire, thank you for your protection and your light and your inspiration. We bid you stay if you will, go if you must. Hail and farewell. To the spirit of air, thank you for your presence and protection here tonight. We bid you stay if you will, go if you must. Hail and farewell. And to the spirit of the north, the spirit of earth, Mommy, we thank you for being here and for your protection. We bid you stay if you will, go if you must. Hail and farewell. And to Diana, shine brightly, my love. I might lay down on the floor and have a moon bath here. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you next time, and until then, blessed be.